Where there are discrepancies, I have tried to rely on primary accounts, the people most likely to know, or similar accounts from more than one source. Where there are gaps, I've made plausible guesses. I've used my knowledge of Bud's character from family lore and stories, plus her letters, to imagine how she would have responded to what unfolded in her last hours. A few other things to note. For authenticity's sake, I've used the language of the day to talk about the Japanese Imperial forces and referred to Japs occasionally. This language is obviously problematic now, and I have kept it to a minimum. Japanese names have been kept in traditional order, surname first, followed by given name. Minimal punctuation has been added to Bud's letters, and conversations in the present-day narrative are reconstructed from memory.
Australian Army Nursing Service, Pledge of Service. I pledge myself loyally to serve my king and country, and to maintain the honour and efficiency of the Australian Army Nursing Service. I will do all in my power to alleviate the suffering of the sick and wounded, sparing no effort to bring them comfort of body and peace of mind. I will work in unity and comradeship with my fellow nurses. I will be ready to give assistance to those in need of my help and will abstain from any action which may bring sorrow and suffering to others. At all times, I will endeavour to uphold the highest traditions of womanhood and of the profession of which I am part. Part 1. The Nurses. Corowa Hospital, New South Wales, undated, 1940. Letter from Bud to her parents. Dear old Tumpy and Dad, thank you ever so much for sweet pants and singlet, sponge bag and hanky. They are just what I wanted. I got them in your letters yesterday. Got a wire from Sydney yesterday saying to bring my own uniforms I have been wearing as I start duty on Tuesday. So I've been living in worn-out old things, which is a catch. So I have one of Smithy's, and matron gave me one of hers, which is being fixed up for me and two of my own. Went round and said goodbye to the Strongs on Thursday, and Mrs. Strong sent me a large supply of bath soap, powder, a sponge bag, soap container, which was perfectly sweet of her. And the kids here have given me all sorts of things, pocket knife, soap, coat hangers, and Smithy gave me a most magnificent torch and another towel, so now I have to get another suitcase to pack all the surplus in. We'll send home a suitcase containing books and those shoes which Jean wants, cardigans, and various other oddments I don't want. The only civilian things I am taking are tennis things and a couple of dresses to wear on Monday and Sunday. We'll write to let you know my address as soon as I can. Aunt Idie is meeting me, and Aunt Evie rang up the other night and she said she would. Must hurry. Hope Boz and Bet are good, and the spuds grow all right. Love, Bud. East Sumatra, Dutch East Indies, 14th of February, 1942, before 1 p.m. The Vyner Brooke steams towards the Bangka Strait, a sitting duck in a hostile sea. The afternoon is hot, stifling, like a heavy blanket. Water laps the boat, but provides no relief. Earlier, hiding in the lee of the Chajar Islands, the cramped grey Sarawak steamer looked for darkness to resume its course down the strait for Batavia. But now, Captain Borton takes his chances in the open. Suicidal, he thinks, to remain anchored close to land. Accustomed to carrying 12 passengers in comfort, the Vyner Brooke's steel sheath strains to accommodate the more than 225 now on board. Squeezed in tight, they grab whatever space they can. The smells of salt, sweat, and dread are intensified in the early afternoon sun. On deck, the air is expectant. 65 nurses have made their emergency preparations.